You're crushing your goals, the career, the discipline, the drive, it all looks right. But deep down, something's off. You're not exactly burned out, but you're not alive either. This video is for high performers who have hit every milestone, but still keep wondering, why do I feel so empty? Hi, I'm Loraleen, a life alignment coach for high performers who have built impressive lives, but still feel quietly disconnected, numb, or like they've lost themselves. And trust me, I get it. A couple years ago, my life looked perfect on paper. You see, since I was a kid, my biggest dream, or really my only dream, was to become a professional wrestler. I told myself I will do whatever it takes. Early mornings, brutal workouts, dieting, studying matches for hours, you name it, all of it. I did it all, and it still took me 12 years just to get to a wrestling school. And when I finally got there, honestly, I crushed it. I was impressive. I was doing all the right things. I kept working very hard. I kept studying, I kept training, and I kept improving. So eventually I got to have my first match. The thing that I was dreaming about my whole life. Honestly, it was everything I wanted it to be. The crowd was cheering, I was doing so well, I was super impressive, and after that match, I felt nothing. No joy, no excitement, just exhaustion. And this painful truth that I kept hearing in my head. I don't like wrestling anymore. In fact, I hate it. So I had just spent over half of my life chasing a dream that didn't fit me anymore. And it was one of the hardest things I ever had to admit. But I did admit it. I admitted it to myself, and that's when I realized what alignment really looks like. It's not about waking up at 5 a.m. or optimizing your to-do list. It's about living in a way that is true to you. So in this video, I want to share 5 hidden signs that you may be out of alignment, especially if you're used to performing your way through life. Sign number 1. You have lost the spark, but you are still going through the motions. So you wake up, you show up, you check all the boxes, you go through your to-do list, but the excitement, gone. You used to be lit up by your goals, but now you're just going through the motions like a robot on autopilot. And this isn't laziness like some people might think. It's actually emotional disconnection. It's a warning signal that your outer life does not reflect your inner truth. Most high performers completely ignore this. They go the other way. They double down on discipline. They keep doing what they think is right, but you can't force your way into alignment. You have to get honest. Are you still emotionally invested in the life that you've built? Sign number 2, you're always in your head, but rarely in your life. You're productive, efficient, you're always 5 steps ahead, but your presence is non-existent. You're constantly analyzing, planning, replaying conversations in your head, you're solving problems that don't even exist yet. And I get it. It feels very smart and responsible, but in truth, it's a trauma pattern. You constantly being in your head is just avoiding the discomfort of being with your body, of being in your body with your emotions. And the problem with that is that your intuition doesn't live in your head, it lives in your body. So if you want to access your intuition and make aligned decisions in life, you can't just always be in your head. You have to get into your body, you have to feel your emotions. Sign number 3, your life looks good on paper, but feels like a trap. The job, the income, the routine, maybe even the relationship. It feels like exactly what you should want, but something deep down keeps whispering, this is not my life. You have built a life that other people admire, but it doesn't feel like you anymore. It feels like you're performing a version of you that no longer exists, or maybe it never even existed. And the worst part is that walking away now would feel like a failure. You have way too much to lose, right? So you stay. This is not success. This is self-abandonment dressed in achievement. Sign number 4, you say you'll figure it out, but you stay frozen. Now, let's be honest, you know something has to change. You've known this for a while now. And often you daydream about starting something completely new, or pivoting, or just dropping everything and disappearing somewhere just to think. But you don't act, do you? No option feels right enough, and the cost of the wrong decision feels way too high right now. So you wait, you keep gathering more info, you keep watching YouTube videos, reading books, maybe even journaling, and you keep telling yourself that it's your strategy, right? You still have more things to figure out before you can act so you don't make the wrong decision. But let's be honest, this is just fear disguised as strategy. And if you continue using the strategy, you're gonna be stuck forever. Sign number 5, you don't know who you are without the image that you've built. You're the strong one, the smart one, the reliable one. You're the one that gets shit done and takes care of everybody else. You're the one that never breaks. But that identity, it became a mask. Maybe it was always a mask. And right now, when you're alone, you don't even know where the mask ends and you begin. You don't know who you are anymore. And keeping that up is exhausting. Do you know how much energy it takes to pretend to be someone that you're not? Like, all the time? So if you're terrified to stop performing because you don't know what's underneath, that's your sign. Alignment is when you choose truth over image. So maybe you saw yourself in one or even all of these signs, and you may be asking yourself, okay, so what now? What do I do with this information? How do I resolve this? And the truth is, alignment rarely comes from one big breakthrough. It's usually a combination of small, courageous decisions that keep adding up over time. So start there. Make 1-degree turns into the right direction every single day. Ask yourself, what is giving me energy and what is draining me? Say no when you mean no. Tell the truth, even when it's uncomfortable. Rest when you're tired. Every small choice rooted in your truth is a vote towards a more aligned life. And trust me, if you keep making those 1-degree turns into the right direction, you're gonna see a massive difference over time. But don't wait until you crash. You don't need a breakdown to get to a breakthrough. You just need to start right now. So if even one of these signs hit you, you are not broken. You are simply out of alignment. And this is not a character flaw. It's a warning signal. It means that your current life is way too small for your next chapter. And if you're still confused about how to get to that truly aligned life, you're in luck, because right now I am offering a few completely free one-on-one coaching sessions for high achievers who want to realign with who they really are. During the session, we will figure out what is truly keeping you stuck and map out your next aligned move. And yes, if it feels like a fit, I may offer you to continue working with me, but only if it's aligned for both of us. You can apply using the link in the description, and I personally review every application. This channel is for high performers who are done living for the mask and want to build a life that's truly aligned with who they are. If that's you, hit subscribe, because there's so much more good stuff coming your way. And if no one's told you today, your truth matters more than your performance. See you next week.